what's up guys? We're here with part 2 of the sibling tag video. You guys asked a bunch of questions and now we're gonna answer them.
I'm John and I'm Josh's older brother.
I'm Felipe and I'm Josh's brother-in-law.
I'm Julia and I'm Josh's younger sister.
I'm Joy and I'm Josh's older sister.
This is true. We are currently at the beach house right now. I'll show you guys a view in a second, but we gotta get to these questions before we lose our natural light because I didn't bring my own lighting, so this is like a race against time right now. Alright, what's the first question here?
Who's the weirdest out of all of you?
Oh boy.
Josh.
Out of all the
I
Binder
mean, we
siblings,
love
yeah.
you.
John's pretty weird.
I'm not that weird.
You're
John-
pretty, I mean, you're getting there.
I think we're just a weird family.
I think we're all equally weird.
That's not
What do
true.
you think, Felipe?
I think it's you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Next
okay.
question.
What do you argue about the most?
Josh's gas.
Okay.
Josh and
The
John's
gas is equally shared among all the
No,
binders.
it is not. That's
Wow.
such a lie.
No, it's okay.
No, it's
John's the worst for gas.
I am not.
Yes, he is. I feel bad. Felipe came into the family. He didn't know what he was getting himself into.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I've adapted though. I think I've gotten stinkier as
Okay. Individually, what Hogwarts houses are you all in?
I'm Slytherin.
Gryffindor.
You're not a Slytherin, John.
Oh, that's not a real one?
You're a Hufflepuff.
No, I mean, it's real. You're just not rude. Okay, wait, what's that? What are you,
Rude?
Felipe?
I'm a Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
You're a Hufflepuff?
How do you know what you are?
You believe down deep.
You watch
You
the
just-
movies and read the books? Have you ever had a dance-off with each other?
That has never happened ever.
Every night. I don't
You guys
know what
aren't
you're talking
dancers.
about.
We're not.
No.
We're just not dancers.
Dance.
Next question.
What sibling did you envy when you were younger? I envied Joy constantly. We got in a huge argument one time when I was wearing your sweater and your ring.
Because you always stole my clothes.
Because I
She
was
did do
never as
that.
cool as you.
I gave you so much stuff though. You could
This-
just ask.
She didn't
for
give
it.
me the cool
Well,
stuff.
and now Joy takes Julia's old.
Now
clothes.
it's true.
Now it's role reversal.
It's true.
Josh, who did you envy?
Jealous? Julia got away with anything she wanted as the youngest.
I just wasn't that
Her
bad.
parents literally just came out to us and were like, oh, she's just a granddaughter now.
Basically.
They decided to
Doesn't
stop
matter.
now.
Not what happened. What was your favorite cartoon when you were a kid?
Probably SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
SpongeBob for sure.
You
I
had
like Biker Mice from Mars.
Biker Mice? What is that?
And Pinky in the Brain.
Okay,
Oh, that's
Pinky in the
so
Brain, I
80s.
remember. I remember Pinky in the Brain.
I love Hey Arnold.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What is the most embarrassing thing your parents ever did?
That's tough.
I really don't have like anything that
Can't
comes to
think of
mind.
anything.
They're not publicly embarrassed.
They're not
No.
really
Just
embarrassing
private.
people.
I mean, Dad is embarrassing sometimes because, like, in public places, when, like, I don't know, we're in a line or something and the cashier's checking people out and he'll be really loud. He doesn't know how loud he is. And he'll be like, this line is so slow. But it's, like, in public and the cashier can, like, obviously hear him. And I'm like, Dad, shh. And he's like, what? They can't hear me. And he's talking that loud. So he does that a lot.
Sounds 90 the way you describe it.
And then there was one specifically asked to me.
Okay.
How do you handle being the youngest?
How do you handle it?
I try not to cause problems.
That's how you handle it?
Just lay low and
I feel like you don't lay low a lot of the time.
I don't know, it's not really something to be handled like it's an issue. It's nice, it's fun. I
What's
feel
it
you're
like being the youngest?
It's like having everyone around you is an authority over you and it's very frustrating.
That's accurate. Well, Felipe, what was it like entering the Binder family? Like, what were we like to you?
I don't know. It was weird. Julia was like this random small child
I
that
was
I
your
could
best
go.
friend. I
Yeah,
don't know
she
what
was just
you're
like a little teddy bear, little blonde curly-haired teddy bear. You were. I remember like I didn't know who John was, and Joy kept putting pictures up of like saying hi to John and like talking about a John.
in
and I
like
was
the
like-
snow.
And it
Did
was
you
when
think
I
it
was
was, like,
dating
another
you.
man?
Yeah, I was like, who's this John guy? Josh was cool from the start. You took me in. Like
Word.
Stop.
Didn't you say you were like intimidated by me at first or something? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
because you're intimidating at first. You got,
Am I?
Oh no, because you were doing the whole like, oh, you're dating my sister thing.
I had to
You
be
tried-
like,
yeah.
who are you?
How
But,
are you?
but then he asked me to translate a Spanish recipe thing for his
Yeah.
Spanish class, in which
Oh my
the
god.
last scene he's naked in. So then
Yeah, you
You-
need to
it's-
find that.
pretty simple to get along with someone like that after that.
That's accurate. Oh, look at that. Nice.
Hey!
Beautiful sunset. We gotta like show what this looks like. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Alright.
Just beautiful.
Alright, let's get back to this. When you all were young, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Astronaut cowboy.
Ice cream taster. That was my dream.
Wow, that's a good one. That's an actual job.
I learned that it was impractical though.
Oh, yeah, diabetes. What about you?
I don't know. I always wanted to be a doctor.
You want to be a doctor? You're a doctor, though. What about you?
I don't know. Photographer though. Like
Maybe something in the arts.
I wanted to be a secret agent,
Yeah.
like James Bond.
I think you could have done that.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Bean.
No one would have suspected you because you're so weird.
Johnny English.
Who drives better? Meaning, who's the worst driver out of all of us?
Josh is.
Wait, what?
Julia's the worst.
I don't drive.
That's why.
It's horrible. Every time she crashes.
Listen to me. Listen, I need to tell a story. One time we're on the highway and Josh's car is literally going. I'm in the passenger seat and you're like, and I'm like. And I'm like holding this thing that's up here, and then he starts going 20 miles per hour slower, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I probably should drive slower since you're in the car."
It's just a considerate thing to do, I guess.
It was so crazy.
All right, guys. If the world were to end tomorrow, what would your last meal be?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A's
Yeah.
good.
Nando's.
Okay.
Oh, Nando's.
All right.
Can you have Nando's and I have Chick-fil-A and then we share each other's?
Yeah.
I guess you could.
What about you?
Crackle Barrel mac and cheese.
Did you say Crackle Barrel?
Yeah.
It's Cracker Barrel.
Cracker.
What about you?
Probably Taco Bell.
Oh.
What?
You want to have diarrhea one last time?
I would probably have a steak or Chipotle or something.
When was your first kiss? Please answer truthfully.
Uh-oh. This might get awkward quick.
Truthfully, 18.
With
Okay.
Felipe?
Yeah.
I
Oh.
was 16 or 15 with a girl I worked with at Brewster's Ice Cream,
What?
Pasadena,
I
Maryland.
didn't know that. What about you, Felipe?
What about you, Josh?
Oh boy. Alright, my first one, I think I was either 4 or 5. It was I was at church in the daycare.
Oh, this is Boston. It's like I was in the daycare.
No, it
My
was like
teacher started kissing me.
it was Sunday school, and we were at like the little tables doing like crayon drawings and stuff, and like she was there. Her name was Leslie. Wait, can I not say names? Should I not?
I mean, don't say last names. You're fine.
We were at the table like drawing crayons and stuff. It was like some sort of crafts. And then like she came up with the idea and she was like, "Oh, we should like sneak under the table and like kiss."
I remember you telling
And I was like, all right. So like we did that. And I remember thinking like that was it. Like is that what that's like? All right. So it's like 4 or 5.
When was your first real kiss?
What do you mean real kiss?
Like with an adult.
With someone over the age of 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was 6.
It was probably my first GF, and I might have been like 16, 15,
Okay.
15.
How Asian was she?
She was not Asian.
How?
She was Puerto Rican.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Felipe?
I'm ashamed to say it wasn't Joy.
It's
But
not a surprise for
Dirty
me.
dog.
I guess in middle school.
Okay.
It was like 7th grade.
Okay.
This girl named Alexis.
Ooh.
You had
I can respect that.
Leslie and Alexis.
I bet she's fat right now.
Thank you.
I know it.
Who is most likely to break the rules?
Why,
Rules.
Josh?
Yeah,
I don't make the rules.
But he breaks.
But he
them.
also.
I do break
But
the
he
rules.
breaks them.
Who did/does the best in school?
Oh, good question. It
Felipe.
was probably
Yeah.
Felipe. And
I
then
don't know. Jules probably does
Yeah,
better than
Julia's
I
very
do.
smart.
Julia's
I get
actually
honor
pretty
roll.
smart.
Who has changed the most since childhood?
Joy.
No,
I was gonna say you.
never mind. Me?
Probably Julia.
Yeah, I think you've.
Julia's probably changed the most.
Yeah.
Since childhood.
How so?
I guess because we watched you grow up, it's not like we saw it differently.
Do you guys get annoyed with one another?
Never
Yes.
once.
Julia, yes. It's just me having 6 parents.
Oh my gosh, there's one for me.
Mm-hmm.
Joy, as the middle child, did you ever get blamed for something one of your siblings did? Every day of my life.
Okay, good question here.
Next question.
What are all our middle names and what were they after? Like, what's the reason we had our middle names?
Yeah, that's a good one.
My middle name is Michael, after Michael the Archangel, the most powerful angel in heaven.
By far. What about you?
Actually, it's Felipe. I go by Felipe.
Because your first name is Andreas.
Andres, yeah, but I go by Felipe. So to answer the question, after Felipe Jones, the best soccer player in the world.
Best soccer player of all time, yeah. Well, my middle name, as many of you know, is Carter, after George Washington Carver, one of the greatest inventors of all time. My favorite invention was peanuts, because you know how much I'm into peanut butter.
Yeah.
What about you?
My middle name is Lee, after Robert E. Lee, the greatest Southern general who ever walked the earth.
Charge.
And my middle name is Michelle, after, of course, Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama.
First lady.
May she rest in peace.
Alright, next question. Who is the most annoying sibling?
Felipe.
Julia, by far.
What?
What?
Next question. Have any of you ever gone missing as a child?
Oh, remember that one time when I was biking and you guys like sped ahead of me?
Yeah.
How old was I?
I mean, you
Probably like
were
7
probably
or 8.
6 or 7. He was little.
I was little and I was trying to catch up to you guys, like keep up with
There
you.
were 2 groups, and all the bigger kids were ahead, and so
Yeah.
we wanted to get to the next group. But in between, while you're trying to catch up, we turned. So
Yeah.
you kept going, and you ended up alone.
Yeah.
And you had to bike home.
I had no idea where I was. I was on some trail.
Yeah.
How far was it till home?
I mean, you must have biked another 10 miles,
At
and you
least.
started seeing things you knew.
I biked at least 10 miles without knowing where I was until I finally saw something I recognized.
Yeah,
I
the bridge.
I crossed a highway.
Yeah. A 4-lane major highway.
And my parents, mom was out looking for me in the car, and I eventually recognized her down the street, and so I flagged her down, and I didn't know she was looking for me. I thought she was just going to the store, like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
going to the store, and I was
Yeah.
like, Mom! And she pulls over, she's like, Josh, and I was like, you gotta help me!
Then it became like a catchphrase in the family. You
Yeah.
gotta help
That's the
me.
saddest thing.
I was lost for
Yeah.
hours just biking. It's so frustrating. You don't know what it's like not knowing where you are, but you want to keep going just in case you
were
find
you
home.
relieved, like, to see her?
I just started crying,
Aww.
but I was relieved.
Because you
Yeah.
were stressed, and then once you saw her, you're like, okay, everything's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I knew I needed to keep it together until that happened.
And keep it together as you crossed a major highway.
Yeah, but in a way, you know, I felt like that was my whole life being the youngest before you came along. You know, there was a bigger group of people, and I was constantly playing catch up and just getting lost in the process. But I found my own way.
Found his own way.
Next question. Have you ever been to the ER?
Ooh, Julia has.
No, but we all have
Big
been,
time.
so we should go down the line.
All right,
Julia has
have you been to the ER?
Yeah, I got stitches.
Okay.
Yeah, anyhow.
During the
Can I
Gulf War?
start?
Yeah.
During the Gulf War? No, that wasn't during the
That
Gulf
wasn't
War.
during the
That
Gulf
was a
War.
different.
The Gulf
Next video, we'll talk about that.
You were. I was pulling you, or you were pulling me on rollerblades, and
I think it was Ja. Was it me?
I
guys
was
were
in the
sliding on the
basement,
wood
and no, that's how you got your stitches. Julia has a good ER story.
Julia has the craziest emergency room story. She gets very hungry, so one time
That's not what happened. Can I tell this accurately?
On the
she
day
swallowed a tack.
I wasn't
to
hungry.
get my license,
Yeah.
Julia swallowed a tack.
Every time that this comes up, she talks about how she had to get it like a month later because that happened, and we don't even talk about how I like almost
You
died.
derailed my life. Okay.
It's the DMV. It takes
Yeah.
a long time to get
It does.
I
All right.
understand.
I need to justify this because my friends are probably gonna see this.
Mhm.
Let me tell the story how it really happened. I was upset because we were gonna have a sister sleepover and I had misplaced the Prince of Egypt. She gave me a heart tack and I was on my back and I accidentally dropped it and I went as a gasp and I swallowed it in and I completely.
But you were
I went-
6 years old.
And yeah, I was 6 and I breathed it in and it went down my windpipe and it scratched my windpipe on the way down. So I start like coughing up blood and they take me to the ER and they had to operate and get it out. And when they took it out, it was all rusty and like gross.
And it
Oh.
scraped up your throat, so
I
she
saw-
always talked like a
When she
chain smoker.
When she came out, she's like,
Joe.
"Hey guys, how's it going?"
Yeah.
You guys made me say all this stuff because you thought it was so funny.
I was at the ER most recently when I got kidney stones. That sucked. That was the worst night of my life.
Ah,
By
kidney
far,
stones.
worst night of my
How
life.
can something that big hurt this big?
What is this right now? All right, so what is your favorite family holiday?
Christmas.
Why Christmas? What's Christmas like at the Binders?
I always woke up first because they all took forever.
That's true.
So I would try and wake them up by being obnoxious.
Very much.
It was just true.
And then we always start with stockings. Mom
Mhm.
always has stockings, and
Stockings.
they're the best stockings.
There's stuff with like all these little things, like all little trinkets
like
and
little presents, but they're good presents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
got the Christmas presents that are under the tree.
Uh-huh.
But we got so many siblings it like pours out like so much.
And,
And there's
mom always makes an egg and ham and cheese casserole.
Yeah.
So good.
Yes.
Very good.
And Dad has a fire going.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Nat King Cole.
Nat
Yes.
King Cole is always playing.
And you always bury Jack Jack in all the wrapping paper. when
As
we're
we
done.
unwrap presents, there's this big mound of paper, and I always bury Jack Jack in it. We don't all open them at once. We don't go crazy.
No.
We take turns, you know, going.
Yeah.
It's pretty much it's a turn
Well,
system.
everyone goes like grabs their gifts and gives them out.
Yeah.
Not always like together, but like if you see yours, you just grab it and give it.
Yes.
It's organized chaos.
But when we were really little, before Julia came along, Mom and Dad used to have to tape the top of the doorway shut so we wouldn't sneak down.
Yup.
And do you remember this?
No.
They
No.
would like put masking tape, and then one time I remember one year John jumped through it. Like you ran and jumped, and your body was covered in masking tape, and we would like bound down the stairs
Wait, they put tape on the.
across the doorway so that we couldn't. You know what I mean? Across the
Yeah.
banisters.
You know, what I just realized is that people like watching this have had their parents tell them, a lot of them, that Santa Claus is real.
Ah,
We never had that.
No.
They always told us that Santa Claus was BS from
they
day
thought
one.
that was a communist lie. Straight
John.
Can I tell mine? Because I didn't grow up with Santa Claus either.
Yeah.
In Colombia, baby Jesus brings your presents.
Oh, really?
How does he? Does he have a sleigh?
I don't know what vehicle he carries.
And they do fireworks at Christmas.
They do. You're right. This guy. What's your favorite Christmas gift?
Besides Jesus' love for us.
Yes, besides that.
Well, I can't
have
think of
one.
anything else. So
What?
you guys go ahead.
Joey has one. What is yours?
Jack Jack.
Oh, was he a gift?
He was my Christmas present, but I got him a few weeks early because his litter was ready, and so we went and picked him out. But he was my present when I was 13.
And I picked him out.
Did you?
No, I didn't. I don't think I picked out Jack Jack out of all the other puppies. I think we all kind of did because
Yeah.
he was the most friendly,
He
came
was
up
the
to
most.
us.
Yeah.
But I'm fairly confident I came up with the name Jack.
They have this big argument over
I
who
remember
picked
I was
Jack
thinking
Jack's
Jake.
name.
So
Okay.
maybe we kind of you came.
might have
up
been a
with
thing
the idea.
together.
Yeah.
I just know that it wasn't from The Incredibles.
It was not from The Incredibles.
It
was before The Incredibles.
You sure?
Yes.
Ah.
John, don't be a troll.
When did that movie come
Jack,
out?
Jack?
The Incredibles didn't come out until 2004.
And when did Jack Jack? When did we get him?
In 2003.
Then it did come out before.
I'm
that.
telling you.
Yeah.
Everybody thought I ripped it off of him, and he was an original.
When going out, have any of you ever been mistaken as a couple?
Joey and I have, but they're right.
Yeah, probably like when we went to the mall.
I feel like when we used to hang out,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like it's
yeah.
not like for anything that we did.
It wasn't
I
like
just
a-
think people were like hesitant to hit on us because we were together.
Okay, alright, so
That's why.
Josh and I have pretty much gone to each other's like major purchases
Mhm.
together,
Oh.
alone together.
Always.
Always.
So I'm pretty sure some like we went to this like sketchy used car dealership and we were trying to haggle and we were just like conferring with each other like quietly behind this guy's desk. So I'm pretty sure I was like the Hispanic gay lover.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
I went to like when he signed his rent agreement. So we've been through a
That
lot
was a
together.
thing. That was the thing. Like when we went to tour the apartment that I'm at now, he was with me.
Mhm.
So he was like, "Who am I talking to?" And I was like, "Well, we're together."
I have another question.
Here we go.
What's your most memorable argument?
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
So.
Oh, you got one right away. What is
I
it?
don't even remember what we were arguing about, but at one point.
Wait, what?
But at one point.
What's your most memorable argument?
Wait.
I don't remember.
No, I'm not done.
No idea.
No, it's because what happened was we were standing square to each other, and Joy lifted up her leg and just kicked me in the chest.
That is straight up Spartan
She
kick. Did you fall down a well?
And she straight up went, ah, and kicked me in the chest. And I fell over and she ran.
All right, we got a question here. Are any of y'all single? Cause y'all gorgeous.
Thank you.
Well, Julia is.
She's not allowed to date anyone. First of all,
But she's single.
she's too. What is this?
Don't
What is
present
that?
me.
That's not okay.
You are so. You're
Stop
not
it.
a product.
No.
You can find her at eHarmony, Christian Mingle. Black Lives Matter. Oh shoot, no.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, I'm cutting that out. Yeah, you're keeping it. Should I cut
Black
that out?
Lives
Cut that up.
Yeah.
Black singles only. Is what I
Oh! Black Lives Matter.
It's a very passionate blog where people find other bloggers who want to rage against society together.
What was the question?
Joy and Felipe are married. You've been married for how long?
4 years.
4 years. And you're dating someone right now.
Yes, I'm dating someone.
What was that?
That is true. Rumors are true.
I have not heard you talk like this. I am single as well.
He's single.
Wait, as well? That's as well as you are.
Ladies.
Ready
Why
to
are you-
mingle.
No, what is no? Alright, last question here. What is it like to be part of a sibling tag video that thousands of people you don't know will eventually watch?
I thought it was fun.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a little bit surreal and bizarre because
It's
like
scary.
but YouTube was always like a thing that I did or like me and Akbar, like college friends did, and then like to share it with family, it's definitely sort of like a what? This like never happens.
Yeah.
So it's like we're here and we're acting all casual and we're acting all like the way we normally do when we're all together, but we're doing it in front of the camera.
Yeah.
It's just like a bizarre experience. But what's it like for you guys, like being a part of this? Like thousands
It's
of people.
cool seeing like putting like the information together. Like I always know this stuff about you guys, but then when I hear it, like what's the most or what's the least,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we get closer.
We all get closer.
Get to know you better.
All right, you know, this is okay. What do you think, Joy, about like the whole sibling tag thing?
So I think that we kind of all don't think about how many people are gonna see it. It doesn't really feel real, but
It's like we're all just hanging out.
Yeah.
We're not really talking with a huge audience in
Right.
mind.
Yeah.
We're kind of
Yeah.
just hanging out.
yeah, but I know that when we get on and we see how many subscribers you have, like we're all just so proud of you, and it's so cool to come along and like actually be in videos with you.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys for being part of the sibling tag. Well, what is this? So thank you. So definitely leave more comments down below, questions, because when we do sibling tag part 3, we're gonna read your questions and we're gonna answer them. We read most of the questions you guys asked from the last sibling tag videos. We're just gonna have to keep that going. And I just want to like thank you guys, my siblings, for being so supportive of my whole YouTuber endeavor situation. From day one, they've always been my biggest fans. So
Yeah.
thank you guys so much for being a part of this. Love you. We'll definitely see you in the next sibling tag. Bye!
Bye.
My middle name is Carter, as many of you know, and I'm after...
We got so
Okay, here we go. You guys ready?
This is it.
Okay.